Shalom, shalom. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Hey, shalom, shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in, week out, prophesy, return to the Messiah, the 70 son. All praises and honor for the YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HARAKAT, Dash, Gabrans, to apostles out in New York, the millstone to mess. And so I came around the planet with me from name YAHWAH, YAHAWASHI, in truth and sincerity. Just read you right from the great millstone, Chicago. I'm just jumping straight to it. Trouble in Babylon. Martial law coming soon. All right. It's on RT. Oh, hold on a second. Let me open up the share my screen. Here we go. I was on RT.com and I saw an article. Virginia State Senator calls on Trump to impose martial law as recommended by General Flynn. Virginia State Senator and gubernatorial candidate Amanda Chase has ruffled feathers of mine after she suggested the president should invoke martial law, apparently so that a new quote-unquote fair vote can be held. Fair elections we can accept, but cheating to win, never. It's not over yet, Chase wrote in a Facebook post on Tuesday. So thankful President Trump has a backbone and refuses to concede. President Trump should declare martial law as recommended by General Flynn, she went on. Chase, who backed the efforts of former Trump campaign lawyer Michael Flynn, attorney Sidney Powell, to contest the election in court, wrote that she has teamed up with Powell to expose that I and others believe is extensive fraud here in Virginia. All right, so now I'm going to segue over to a scripture. I'll pull it up real quick. All right, so on scripture. It's like it. I meant to open it up as I usually already have it open, but I'm using a different computer because my other computer is not left. It's like just giving us a moment. All right. So you can even see when you look holding up. All right, just for the music. Okay. Even in Babylon the Great, so-called white people. Right? This is Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he's divided against himself. So now let's go deal with verse 25. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. You have the Democrats versus the Republicans. And that's a division, right? You have all the different ethnic groups pulling for their own benefits. That's going to benefit their kingdom and their people. That's a division. You have left wing, right wing. You have it's so multi-factioned here in America. That's why it's a land of confusion, right? And Most High said he's not the author of confusion. this kingdom here in America is done. Right? First Corinthians 14:33. The Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as it is in all churches of the saints. Here in the modern day world, we are just nothing but pissed off, angry, dealing with these crazy people, the wicked laws, wicked commandments. All right. That's why even in Esau's world, you have them fighting and pushing for martial law, which is Trump would put martial law. It would postpone the inauguration of Biden. Now, I don't know how we're going to play it out, but I think personally that if Biden is president, the militias will act out more than if Trump was to re-win. The motherfucking niggas and these other motherfucking Democrats, they're going to wimp out and shut the fuck up and put the tail between their legs. Those militias, Esau, they going to fight. And they're ready to fight. That's why they've been marching. All right, you go just look on the militias marching, you know, you'll see all summer long. We've seen all 2020. We've seen, matter of fact, that's another title I need to start for 2021. You thought 2020 was rough. Wait till 2021. Right? Matter of fact, I think I have to write that down. Spirit said to me, "What you just laughing at?" 20. Right? Because we ain't seen shit, man. This is what we've been seeing all year long. So-called black militias, so-called white militias, right? So-called mixed militias, right? And they're ready to fight. Oh, it's lucky. Man. Lord said he's taken understanding out of Esau, Edom, and Babylon the Great, right? It's like it's wisdom, not understanding. It's wisdom. Jeremiah 49:7 concerning Edom. That's Edom, the so-called white man, right? Thus saith the Lord, a host, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel prayers from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? So so the Lord is telling Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you lost your wisdom. Everything Esau is doing now is actually hurting himself. All right? This is the scripture. That's why they're falling. This is what's causing Babylon trouble in Babylon and Babylon to fall. Because let's not forget the scripture saying Babylon is falling. Let's pull that up. Isaiah 21:9. And behold, here cometh the chariot of men with a couple of horses. And he has answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and the graven images of her gods he hath slaughtered. He hath broken into the ground. Oh, my threshing in the corner of my floor that which I have heard of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, have I declared unto you. All right. So he said, Babylon is fallen, Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, into his own country, for her judgment reaches into heavens and are lifted up even to the skies. And there's droves and droves and droves of people leaving America, leaving the big cities, just going to other smaller cities and getting away from the bullshit, or trying to get away from the bullshit to come. But what they don't understand is going to be bullshit everywhere. And no matter where you go, the men of the Lord and the angels of the Lord are going to come find you. But with the righteous and going to find the wicked. And everybody is going to be put in their places, like the Lord said. He's going to separate the sheep from the goats. Right? Sheep, goats. Matthew 25:32. And before him shall be gathered all nations. Why? Because the real Israelites are speckled birds and so-called Latino Native Americans scattered all abroad throughout all the nations. Some of us looking clearly like Hebrew Israelites, as if you know who Hebrew Israelites are. There's some not looking like Hebrew Israelites, looking like all the different nations. And then, well, that's in the know. But those that don't know, Hebrew Israelites can look like anything on the planet. Period. All right, outside of what they think is some Jewish people. All right. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another. Because the Lord didn't want all nations to be together. Now, to be honest with you, an Arab man can sleep with the Chinese man, and I mean, it's like a Chinese woman. This man specifically over his tongue, but not from his heart. And they can have a speckled Arab child who looks, Arab with slanty eyes or something. The Lord is going to separate all the nations, all right? As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats, and shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left, right? This is what's going down, and Babylon is going down, right? And martial law is coming soon. I must hit helmets and buckler and shield round about, right? And they're calling for it. And they're putting it more in the news that helmet, buckler, and shield is going to be round about. Ezekiel 23:24. And they shall come against thee with chariots and wagons and wheels, and with an assembly of people which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. And I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments. Right? So the Lord said, I'm going to send thee chariots, wagons, and wheels. And that's those martial law. When you just put in martial law, you see the pictures. And this is all that we've been seeing coming all year long. And in Portland, and here in Chicago at the times, all through, both sides been showing that these scriptures are 100% in effect. They evoke martial law multiple times this year, right? That's your helmet. Now you see those helmets and you see those bucklers and shields, right? And it's coming, right? These militias are ready to fight. So-called Antifa and Black Lives Matter is ready to fight. You have just nigglets who just want to be you to go down to a multitude that go down to do evil. Those fly by night niggas that say, "Oh, I'll jump in. Let me go jump in too." Looking ass, okay. And you have this. It's going to be all hell, man. Let me go to second address. Okay, this is second address will tell you. Right? But this was already starting to happen. There's an article proving that they're calling for it. Well, we need to go ahead and make sure that it's voting fraud. It's been voting fraud. Motherfucking dead motherfuckers been voting for hundreds of years now. They use, man, you think you have a fair election, man? Esau's the devil, man. We know this, but you silly people don't. All right? So, All right, what was about the same tape? Okay, kind of what the spirit about that to me. Let's go to second Ezra and 15. And we won't get it. I might want to make this long. I've been working, and I'm tired. It's 1:47 in the morning. So I'm not trying to get this super long. We're just telling you this is coming soon. We get more proof. Second Ezra 15th chapter. And 14th verse. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Made me think of what scripture we brought up the other day on the lesson division. People think YAHAWASHI came to bring peace on the earth. Well, he did when you look at it, the end game. Subsequently, after raising up his sons, this is about his sons and raising up his sons and YAHAWASHI into the body and subjugating wickedness out of the earth, which subsequently will bring peace. Right? But that's why YAHAWASHI said, Luke 21, Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth. I tell you, nay, rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughters against the mother, and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right, and so this is what's happening right now, and has been happening, but the Lord is making it prevalent now. All right, and not only in the household, He's doing division. Period. Divisions in the governments. All right, divisions all throughout the planet, in every single enterprise. Right. And that's another scripture the Lord said He was going to do. He was going to let's see. Job 5:12, He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel to the forward is carried headlong. So the Lord throws it down. All right. Back to second Ezra. Without there shall be a woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And there shall be sedition against men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. And because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. This is the times that we're headed to. So we have to ask the Most High, and as we see evidence in Shalom Tiyakim and Akwa that are coming in the comic book, when we see evidences of them pushing that vibration of martial law, that we have to let them know this is what Esau's planning, right? And show it in the scriptures and defend the gospel. So let there be trouble in Babylon, because Babylon needs to fall, right? That wicked city, right? Hopefully this been edified to spirit and probably how much more Shabbat all praises and all glory to YAHAWASHI, Shabbat, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle, Sabi, great millstone, Shilas. The honor saw I can run the planet with the name of YAHAWAH, Yahweh, truth and sincerity. Shalom, the Bible, God.